So with Donald Trump charged, what happens next for him and specifically for his political career? Remember, an indicted Donald Trump can still run for presidential polls. It doesn't really stop the career right away. Trump will likely to continue the campaign for 2024 elections till the case proceeds. He will, of course, expectedly, via the lawyers, will challenge the charges against him and will want it to be overturned. The prosecutors will meanwhile hand over evidence within the next 35 days. The witness testimony will also be recorded in this case. Stormy Daniels and Trump's former lawyer Cohen will also have to record their testimony as part of the stakeholders of this case. People of New York versus Donald Trump is the case to go under trial very soon. So it's still a long process for Donald Trump and for, of course, the supporters of the party of Trump, but importantly as much for the case that's going on right now. It's a huge scandal, remember, specifically for USA. I want to now bring in Hiral Sachdev, based in New York. Hiral, we remember the 1995 scandal of Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky, but we also know how eventually Bill Clinton was able to come out of it and still continue with a political career. Do you see that happening similarly with Donald Trump as well? And knowing him, he'll want to ensure that if he wants to run again for presidential election, this does not become a halt in any way.
I would remind you here, Pooja, that Bill Clinton did apologize.
Yes.
And we have not heard anything close to apology from Donald Trump for any of the charges or any of the allegations that he's faced right through his campaign, through his presidential years, and even now. So clearly, that is going to make a difference here. Well, as far as support for Donald Trump goes, we are seeing that there are people who are still backing him. He's still very popular amongst a very loyal base of supporters. And another point that's coming up and that the media reports are talking about is how in the Republican presidential he's going to be having an edge now with this. He's been able to unify the Republicans once again, who have come out in support of Trump, saying that this is a politically motivated thing and another way of the Democrats to undermine the Republican popularity. And clearly that is something that we need to know. There were people over there this morning who believed that Trump is still the best person to be the president of the United States. He was the one who kept peace, who kept the inflation rate down, and basically did a lot of good for a lot of people. So that belief is hard to shake off, that loyalty is hard to shake off.
And that is exactly something that Donald Trump will want to use as a sympathy factor, as an advantage for him in this case, that perhaps the scandal will not be enough to deter his supporters, and perhaps that's what Democrats would not want